Boldcastify Sports live. Again, it's been a minute since we've done the live one.
Yeah.
Give our thoughts on what's been going on.
We live with the sports.
We live here. We live. My name's Clay.
I'm CJ.
We're going to touch on a little college football tonight and swing on into the NFL. Give our thoughts. All right. Well, I'm going to start one spot that's very close to my heart for obvious reasons.
Man.
We're going to start in Tallahassee.
We're going to blame it on the O-line. That's what we're going to do.
Well, I'm going to blame it on the O-line. I'm going to blame it on the damn defense.
Defensive coach.
And the defensive coach. All right. Charles Kelly. I want your ass out of Tallahassee. You need to change your phone number. Get your ass out of there. Get your mama's ass out of there. Get everyone's ass out of there. Now.
I just don't understand.
You need to leave.
I don't understand why that defense is so talented, but they got no fight.
That's my point.
They got no fight.
Exactly.
They got no
Why do you have 9 men on the line? Defend when you're what? 6 seconds in the game?
Yeah.
And you got 9 men on the line, and what? You're 20 yards out. You're defending the field goal. At that point, you're defending the field goal. Block them from the end zone. Stop from the end zone.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Stop. Just stop them. Hold them at this point, for the love of God. Nah, just screw it.
Just gave the game away.
I mean, McFadden did the best he could.
Did the best he could.
I mean, that was a beautiful pass. I mean, I've got to give credit where credit's due. I mean, I freaking hate Miami with, everything that's in my blood.
That's why it's a 60-minute game. The boys
should
be
is
fighting for 60 minutes.
It is
fighting for 60 minutes. They were hyped up for the first half, and I don't know what happened.
Well, I mean, the defense played their asses off. I mean, yards, statistically, everything. They controlled the entire first half of the game and in the third quarter. Everything was controlled by Florida State. Why, now go back to the offense and go back to game calling by Jimbo. Why would you punt the ball on their side of the field 4 times?
Go for it, man.
You got to go for it at some point.
Go for it.
You got to be ballsy. You have to make bold choices.
Especially in a rivalry game like that. You got to go for the
in
win.
A rivalry game. I don't care if your quarterback went to his prom this year.
You got a losing record and you playing your rival. You go for it.
Right here.
You go
right
for
here.
it.
The man's making points.
Yeah.
I mean, for the love of God, you've got to drop your balls and go for it. You've got a 7-game winning streak over the team. Or, sorry, you had. My bad.
Yeah.
Keyword had.
Yeah.
You had one. So you had this over the team that you're playing, and you let it slip away.
And you better get an offensive line, because that streak ain't going to be coming back no time.
No, that offensive line's trash.
You get that boy, that freshman offensive line, he makes some plays. He making plays with a bad offensive line.
Yes, the boy is good. I mean, the man, I can't really call him a boy, but he's 18. The kid is good. He is damn good.
Yeah, he doesn't make you miss Francois that much.
No. And he's young.
Yeah.
Some of the receivers stepping up. They're making plays. I mean, he led you back down to a victory.
Yeah.
The defense kind of slipped on you. But they were gassed. They've been on the field a lot.
Did the defense score that game?
No, I don't recall.
The defense need to start scoring.
Yeah, I don't recall. I don't think they did. No.
The defense got to score a touchdown, too.
It's a game that kind of, I've lost a little. Yeah.
Can't lose that game.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
But I will say the positives, you've seen the coming out of Cam Akers.
Yes.
Cam Akers did emerge from that one. Yes. Because you definitely saw a lot more Cam Akers. It started with Jacques, and it emerged Cam. Cam is going to let his presence be known.
And really, the thing that sucks about losing that Miami game is really from a recruiting standpoint.
Oh, absolutely.
That's where you take the biggest loss. Because you already got a lot of powerhouse teams in Florida. You got 3 of them, and then you also got a lot of powerhouse coaches in Florida. Who's got Florida teams in the top 25 that shouldn't be there.
Right. Well, that's the thing. You can arguably say you've got more than just the 3. Well, you have your 3 traditional powerhouses, and then you've got your UCFs, your USFs,
got great coaches,
FMU, FAU, whatever the hell. They're making their stances.
The recruiting battle is tough in Florida.
Yes.
You can't lose those games.
And that's not to mention your out-of-state recruiting.
Yeah.
They're going to have their hands all without the state because, well, Florida's fertile. I mean, there's a lot of talent down there. A lot of talent. All right, let's get the hell out of this game because all it does is piss me off to think about.
Let's let's talk about your top 4 teams right now. We know what the polls say, but to you, if it was a playoffs today,
my personal top 4 teams,
regardless of who's undefeated or who's won loss, who would you have?
That's tough. That's pretty good right now. Man, I'd obviously have to say Alabama because they decimated. Well, I mean, obviously what they did to Florida State, but that's kind of looking less and less as we go on.
Yeah.
But they decimated 2 conference opponents. I mean, really just took their souls away and crushed them and shat them out. A&M gave them a little bit more of competition.
Yeah, well,
but I mean, it's going to happen. You're going to have those games.
A&M's got a good team. The thing about A&M is what they lack is giving up big plays, and that's how we beat them. They gave up some big plays,
right?
And but all in all, they got statistically A&M's got a good defense. Their offense can be very dangerous. They just had a young quarterback. That quarterback would have been a little more experienced. That game would have probably went a lot more different. But yeah, Texas A&M gave us a fight. The fight that we needed to have.
Indubitably.
You don't want to sweep your way until a game like Georgia,
and that's probably my number 3.
Yeah, Georgia's looking.
Georgia is looking pretty darn good right now.
Mighty good right now, and Kirby is coaching very.
Yes, Kirby's recruiting, and he's coaching.
Yeah,
recruiting because he just got Justin Fields, number one recruit in the entire
nation,
entire 2018 class. Not to mention he's got a 5-star recruit running back out of North Carolina, and I believe he's probably in line to get James Cook, which is Dalvin's brother, if no one knows. But I digress. Obviously, Kirby's doing work.
So who's your number 4 right now?
Well, my number 2, because I said Georgia's number 3.
Yeah.
My number 2 still has to go with the defending national title.
Clemson is playing lights out, man.
Clemson, defending national champions. Clemson, they obviously still get the number 2 spot.
Clemson's playing lights out right now.
Clemson is playing lights out right now.
That defense is better than last year, and that's the scary part.
Yeah, I mean, I did not expect that. And that's not to take any disrespect away from Dabo. Because, I mean, I gave Dabo the respect after last year. When you go up against Alabama 2 consecutive years in a row, and then you finally win, you have my respect.
Yeah, he about beat him the first year.
He did.
Ran out of time.
Absolutely. Exactly. If there was 5 quarters in a football game, well, traditionally 5 quarters.
Well, no, if you give him
a
minute 30 seconds like he had this year,
well, there you go.
That game. Get Deshaun Watson that ball, which we all see how good Deshaun Watson is right now. Which nobody believed he was that good.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Get to that.
Yeah, that's coming soon.
Yeah.
But yes, Clemson. We'll see how we get when we get into the latter part of the season.
Yeah.
But right now, Clemson's that number 2 team. If I had to pick right now, and they're playing lights out, and I don't see anyone in the ACC being competition. I really don't. My number 4 team. Well, Oklahoma shat the bed against Iowa State.
They got exposed, which I was waiting for that. I knew that was going to happen.
It was going to happen.
I didn't think it was going to be against Iowa State.
I didn't think it was going to be Iowa State. I figured it was going to happen, though.
I knew they was going to take an L.
I want to say Washington.
See, I feel like Washington ain't played nobody.
There
I feel
you
like
go.
Washington ain't played much.
Hey, guess what? You just said they haven't played anyone. Good, very good call. Very good observation, sir.
Yeah.
You know who I'm going to say? It's going to blow you away. It's going to blow you away. It's going to blow me away. I'm going to say Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Damn. Okay. All right.
Because they are 5-1. 5-1. They have 1 loss, and their 1 loss is to an unbeaten Georgia team.
Which is really good.
Which is really good, and it was, what, by 1 point?
Yep. Played them tough.
So they played them pretty tough, especially for Notre Dame.
Yeah. I can see that.
No one expected that.
No.
So they played their asses off. And right now, they are still looking pretty good.
Yeah.
That was in South Bend. They still have a good schedule to go, because you still have, traditionally, we've got a lot of throwbacks this year. You still have convicts versus convicts, whatever that game is. You have Miami and Notre Dame. So I think that's in Miami this year. Not sure.
That'd be a good one.
Yes, I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So that could be a matchup of 1-loss teams, potentially. Who knows? Or 1 loss and undefeated. So we'll see how that transpires.
My top 4 looks a lot like the polls right now, but a different order.
Okay.
At number 4 right now, I like Penn State. They got the best player in college football, Saquon Barkley.
I agree with that 100%.
I don't know. I don't even know if Alabama defense can stop that guy because he can affect the game in so many different ways. I mean, he threw a touchdown pass this season.
Yeah. They're talking about generationals back.
Yeah.
Like, they come generationally. Generations are being shortened a lot.
Yeah, he's that guy.
Yeah.
He should probably win the Heisman Trophy this year. He keeps us up.
Telling me.
At number 3, for me, surprisingly, is Alabama. I'm from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Wow.
But if I'm going by play so far this year and who my top 4 teams played, and
that's fair enough.
taking consideration of all that, I think Alabama right now is playing like the number 3 team in the nation, not the number 1 team in the nation.
All right.
Jalen Hurts is a big part of that. He still hasn't seemed like he's been very careful with football, that's how our quarterbacks always play. He's been managing the game very well. That's what our quarterbacks do.
Right.
But I think as we've seen in the championship game, comes a time where really the last 3 games last year, where you got to do more than just manage the game, and I'm not sure if he's ready to do that yet. I think he's improved a whole lot from last year. I think he's making a lot better passes. I think he's being a lot smarter when he runs. I think he's looking more of the field. I still think it's new to him. And so number 2 for me is Georgia. Right now, Georgia is playing lights out. That defense is looking like Kirby Smart's defense. They have not 1 but 2 quarterbacks that can make plays all over the field.
Yes, absolutely.
3 very good running backs back there.
They are deep.
They're looking very scary. Georgia's looking very scary. And the number 1 team for me is the defending national champions. I mean, I can't
respect there.
They just won the championship and they haven't fell off yet. So I can't do nothing but put them at number 1 right now. We'll see, but that defense is better than last year, and the offense is just as explosive, which makes them a lot more scary team.
True.
So, that'll be my top 4 right now.
That's fair enough, especially with who they played,
Yeah, Alabama got to step it up.
You're going to see some contests coming up here shortly because Georgia's got Florida coming up, and Alabama's got, who do y'all have coming up? Arkansas coming up, yeah.
They might be missing their quarterback, so that's going to
I say that's going to be
take that game away from them.
I say there's going to be an opening coming up soon.
I was scared
when you say?
The quarterback was in there, but the quarterback's gone,
I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Don't see him doing
like I said, I think there's going to be an opening in Arkansas soon.
Yeah, that's that job is definitely open right now, probably.
Yeah. It's a shame, but hey, what are you going to do?
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. And you see the Gators uniforms?
Disgusting.
That is terrible. And I'm not trying to be a hater. I swear to God, for once in my life, I'm not. Because I am a Florida State fan. But I like uniforms. It's a thing, whatever. But I'm a traditionalist.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell, whoever came up with that bullshit that Florida's about to wear in the field,
they need to stop that.
They need to take a cyanide pill right now.
They need to cut it.
And probably, I can list some other things off, but I don't want to do it right now. But they need to regret their life decision.
See, if they would have put...
You're probably going through a midlife crisis, I'll be honest.
Put the Gator print on the pants and left the blue jerseys, maybe they could have got away with that.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Put that
but the thing
print
is,
on those jerseys.
Well, you're making them gray, green, or whatever the hell it is. Yeah. It's just terrible. And it took them 2 years to come up with this damn bullshit. Horrible. I just hope the hell Florida State doesn't do it. I don't even know what they could do to make it even worse.
I just don't
want
them to mess with uniforms anymore.
No, they need to stop. Nike, I used to love what you did, but stop. Just stop. You can't do it anymore. No. You already screwed up our damn helmets and our uniforms with the Jaguars.
Yep.
We're getting to that here next.
And they wonder why Nick Saban never wants to change his uniform. Well, this is why.
Yes. All right, speaking next, we're here now. We're going to slide into a little pro football. And we're going to talk about one of pro football's best defenses. Yes.
The best defense.
Right here. You see the logo?
The Jaguars.
Yeah, that's the Jaguars. One of the statistically best defenses in the National Football League.
And they've been setting this up for the past few years.
Oh, yeah.
Well, with the accusations they've been acquiring in free agency and the draft, they've been setting this up. That defensive line is scary. Everybody in that secondary can be a ball hawk and take the game from you. Nobody wants to throw to either one of those cornerbacks at all. And they made Big Ben look like they could probably think about retirement.
Yeah, Big Ben. We're coming off Game 5, Week 5 of the NFL season. The Jaguars defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers. What was it, 30-9?
Yeah.
Demoralized them also.
Yeah.
Made them question their point in being on this earth.
An offense with Big Ben, Antonio Brown, and Le'Veon Bell did not score a touchdown in their own house.
No.
So I'm just going to... Yeah.
No, yeah, it's true. 9 points. Yeah. Field goals.
Field goals.
They held them to field goals. And this was also Big Ben's first time with 5 interceptions in a game.
Yeah.
He's contemplating if he has it anymore. That's what the Jaguars' defense did to him.
Yeah. And, you got L.A. coming in this week, the Rams, with one of the hottest offenses so far. One of them. About to run into this defense. And I don't think they want any problems.
Yeah, and they already hit a speed bump in the Seattle Seahawks, which put them down to 10 points.
Yeah, and that defense in Jacksonville is looking better than the Seahawks defense right now.
Who would have thought that was happening?
Tell me that 2 years ago, I'd be like, you shit me. Crazy.
Man, I'm so pumped for this. But here's a couple little stats for you. With lowest completion percentages when they're thrown to them, guess what 2 cornerbacks have the lowest completion percentages when the passes are attempted to them? A.J. Boye?
Jalen Ramsey? And where do these 2 guys play?
Oh.
Jacksonville.
Yes, they play here. Well, maybe not right here, but in Duval. Yeah. Exactly.
You see, my thing is, they have a Super Bowl caliber defense. They have a running back.
Oh, yeah.
2 very good running backs, actually. Punishing running backs.
And Leonard Fournette also is tied with Fred Taylor and Maurice Jones-Drew with the Jaguars record for having 5 consecutive games with a touchdown each, which is a record. And he's also the first running back in Jaguars history to have 5 touchdowns in his first 5 games.
And I'm pretty sure he's going to score in every game from now on.
He's going to score a lot. I'm sure Leonard's going to score a lot on the field and off.
Given that quarterback situation, which brings me to this question. Jaguars are in a perfect chance to win a division, which means a playoff berth.
Yes.
Now, with that defense and that running game, how far can the Jags really go with Blake Bortles at quarterback in the playoffs? That's the depressing part about it.
Yeah, that's the big question, because you can't hide Blake like you did Sunday.
No.
Because Blake had, 98 yards Sunday or something like that? You can't have games like that constantly. Blake's going to have to go out there and win you a couple of games.
Starting next week, they're going to stack that box up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Starting this week, they're going to stack that box up.
100%.
They're going to make Bortles win that game. And can he do it is the question.
Well, I mean, he hasn't proved to yet.
The defense can hold you to 10 points, but you can lose.
Blake has not proved to you yet. He came close in the Jets game, but Lee dropped the ball. But he has not proved yet in his entire tenure in Jacksonville to be that guy to bring you back from a deficit, lead you on that game-winning drive, or anything. He is, unfortunately, he's not shown to be good under pressure. And I loved the pick when he came out. So I'm not changing on that one. Facts are facts. He just is not shown to be that guy. It's a shame.
With the Jaguars playing the way they are right now, wouldn't it be smart for them to go get another quarterback to lead you into the playoffs, if that's the case? If that's where you're headed, and that's where Leggett headed. When you want a different quarterback? Any other different quarterback.
Well, man, that's the way everyone's talking right now. I mean, you get everyone in the league after what happened Sunday. Everyone right now is talking about the fact, what are the Jags going to do? What's their next step? And it's not talking about anything else on the team but quarterback.
Yeah.
It's the Jaguars have to make a move at quarterback. Not next year, not 2018, now. People are talking Eli, people are talking Rivers. I've heard suggestions about Cousins, but that one can't happen right now.
Yeah, Washington's playing too good right now.
Yeah, they're not going to.
But definitely Eli and Rivers, with the way their teams are
their teams are trash right now.
They can definitely use a new scenery.
Right. And especially with the Eli connection, I mean, that would probably be your best opportunity. I obviously, personally, would not do a first-round, second-round pick. I would do third or lower. Just
because you still want to draft a quarterback next year to groom in.
Exactly. And you don't know how much more you're going to get out of Eli. Eli still himself is a damn interception machine.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to take that in consideration. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of variables. You just don't know what quarterback you're going to get.
Yeah.
Plus, you have to add this piece into a generally pretty well-oiled machine as it is.
But
you don't know how that's going to factor in.
You give a decent quarterback,
right,
a good defense and a running game, do a lot of good things.
Oh, no. Trust me. I trust Eli's decision-making right now, on this day, a hell of a lot more than I do Blake's.
Yeah.
Much more. Sadly, I trust a 36, 37-year-old Eli much more than I do like a 25, 26-year-old Blake. A whole lot more. Which is sad, but it's true. And guess what? If something happens to Eli, you still got Blake on the bench.
Yeah.
Positives.
And what really makes you need a quarterback is the coming out of Deshaun Watson. Because that kid's going to be a problem. Which we all should have known. A lot of people should have known. A lot of people didn't know. Which I said was the best quarterback coming out of this draft.
It is true. He did say
the
this.
Best player coming out of this draft.
Once again, he did say this. He made this very, very clear.
Yeah, and me being an Alabama fan, I should know after watching him almost beat us one year and light up the scoreboard, and then beat us the next year and light up the scoreboard.
I mean, I've seen him multiple years. I even remember my uncle, who lives in Macon. He told me when he was in high school still, because he called me over. I was up there visiting my family, my aunt and uncle, and he called me in the room. He's like, "What's this MFer?" Because that's just how he talks. He's like, "Watch this MFer," because I guess they televise high school games up in Georgia. And he's like, "Watch this guy," because he was in Gainesville, Georgia, and they had televised play of Deshaun. All right, game starts out, it's 7-0. You see him get sacked. I'm like, all right, whatever, nothing much. I'd say within 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it's 35-0. Gainesville, Georgia. You could see Deshaun was special.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly. And this was high school, mind you. But you could undoubtedly see Deshaun was special in that game. And, of course, my uncle was like, MFA. We ain't getting him. Mark Rick's not getting him. Hey, well, that's another story for another time.
Yeah.
But you see, he ended up going to Clemson. Had a very successful career at Clemson.
Yeah, I would say very, very successful.
I'd say pretty successful. And now he's on to the Houston Texans, which, if anyone watched the game Sunday night, which they had very unfortunate injuries in that game.
Yeah, they did.
Jesus Christ.
I
mean, division rival, beside the point. I hate to see anyone get injured. J.J. Watt lost for the year with a plantar fasciitis. I'm not going to try to pretend to know what the injury is, but basically part of the fibula on the very top below the knee. He fractured the bone. That sounds like shit to me.
Yeah.
It sounds terrible. He's out for the year. Whitney Merciless, out for the year. Torn pec. Within, 3 plays of each other?
Yep. That just killed their defense.
Yeah, their defense is screwed. I mean, their entire pass rush, gone. Right there, that quick. That's the NFL for you.
Yep.
But on the flip side, going back to Deshaun kept them in that game.
Against the best team in the NFL right now. The Kansas City Chiefs are the best team in the NFL right now.
Right there.
Yeah.
Consistently kept them in that game. That shows you what kind of baller he is.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to admit it because obviously he's a division rival. I mean, he's been a rival the entire time I've been watching him.
Yeah, he's been my rival since I've been watching him.
But the kid's good. He's damn good.
Yeah.
He's got the it factor.
Jimbo said, teams that pass up on Deshaun Watson, it's like passing up on Michael Jordan. And people thought that was a bold statement. Deshaun might prove him right.
He might. He very well might.
But he might prove him right.
It's very true. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. Look around the NFL. Who's your surprise teams? What are you looking at right now?
You got coincidentally, you got LA coming in Jacksonville this week.
Yes, we have we have the Rams coming in. Sorry.
I like LA's offense. I think they did a good job putting weapons around Jared Goff. They got an awesome running back, of course, in Todd Gurley.
They were
good.
They were averaging like 38 point something points before last week. They were kicking it right now.
Yeah, so
the Rams
if I say a surprise team that's doing good, I would say them. Surprise team that's doing bad, I mean the Giants, man.
Dude, the Giants.
It shows you. It's funny because for a while people were saying the running back position is dead in the NFL. Well, the Giants are proving that you need a running back because they're sitting at 0-5. I mean, granted they lost all their receivers this last game, but even when they had their receivers,
yeah,
no running game, you ain't doing nothing.
Well, they got Goldman from Clemson,
and they're not playing them.
That's the thing. They're not playing them.
That's the thing, and so
which is dumb to me. That's really dumb.
Yeah, so surprising that's doing bad. That's definitely.
I just don't think that team's very coached very well. I think they made a bad move going to McAdoo. That's personal opinion. Don't know him, but people I've talked to, it's a bad move.
Yeah, and then the Bills, man, with all they lost and traded away, I didn't think they would be this good right now.
No, I didn't think that either. 3-2.
Yeah.
They're leading the
division over the
They
Patriots.
are leading the division. Yes, over the Patriots. Amazing fact.
Everybody thought was going to win the Super Bowl again this year.
Yes.
Because of who they picked up.
And talk about that. The Patriots, dude. That defense is trash. I'm telling you right now, the Patriots, they'll be lucky to be 10-6, 9-7.
Yeah.
Because of that defense.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's playing lights out. God bless him. Tom Brady is playing his ass off.
Yeah.
Being 40 years old,
Shoot, man.
he's playing great. Hell yeah, I'd trade for him. Not going to happen.
He's not playing the best quarterback play in the NFL right now.
No, but what I'm saying, for his age, everything considered, he's playing pretty darn well. But that defense, I don't know what happened.
They got all those accusations and
yeah.
It hasn't showed up yet.
No, it hasn't. Well, they benched the fellow they got from Buffalo. Stephon Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore, yeah.
Oh.
They benched him at some one point. Yeah. And they benched the fellow Butler. Malcolm Butler.
Oh, Malcolm Butler got benched too?
Yeah.
Man.
So they're benching people left and right.
Yeah.
I think they're just trying to find an answer.
Yeah. That's pretty much what they're doing.
I'm not 100%, but I know going into the Tampa game, they had given up the most yards of any passing defense.
And I don't care what you do unless...
That's pitiful.
Unless your name is Aaron Rodgers at this point right now, if you ain't got no defense, I ain't got no confidence in you.
Oh, no. Speaking of that, Aaron Rodgers...
best quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, still.
No doubt.
Oh, yeah.
The best quarterback in the NFL.
Because they just came off beating the Cowboys, and, he did it impressively.
He's never counted out.
No, absolutely not.
That's a guy, you can be up 20 points. You can't count him out until the last tick on the clock. You can't count him out.
No. Rodgers, he's in a league of his own.
Yeah.
But I got to give the 5-0 Alex Smith a lot of credit. He is playing lights out right now. Yeah, Alex Smith is looking like he thought he was going to be.
The best football he's played. And you know what? He's got a lot of speed out there. And people talked about how he couldn't throw the deep ball. Well, he's got no choice but to throw that deep ball with all that speed on his team. He's throwing it mighty well.
He's throwing it damn good. This is the best Alex. This is the Alex Smith that the San Francisco 49ers thought they were going to draft.
Yeah. Best Alex Smith I've seen.
Oh, absolutely. Do you think the drafting of the quarterback got a little bit of that going?
Definitely put some fire up on him. He's definitely playing for another team next year, for another job next year.
Huh, I wonder how he likes teal and black. I'd be happy with that.
See him in Jacksonville.
Panthers seem to find themselves a little bit.
Yeah, man. People counted Cam out. He got benched. Sometimes you need a little motivation.
Yeah.
The offense is still dangerous. They got two very tall, physical receivers on the outside.
Yeah, I mean,
Christian McCaffrey can ball.
Oh, dude, he is something else, man.
He can ball.
Yeah, they kind of figured it out after that New Orleans loss.
Yeah.
They went up to New England.
Uh-huh.
Did some work up there.
Did some work.
They've been pretty consistent since then. So I think it's
good defenses. I'm not sure yet, but
right. But the league's kind of figuring themselves out. We kind of got to figure out. We kind of got a general idea who and what we are.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're waiting for the Rams to come in. That's where we're at. All right, guys. We're going to wrap this sucker up, and we'll tune back in with you.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, we'll come back up to the LA game.
Talk some football after that.
Catch up with you and see what happens. Remember, beat LA.
Roll Tide.
Going on.